I'm addicted to making mini albums, so this is probably my second one in 2 weeks. So I wanted to share this one with you today. This one I made following a tutorial I found online at Cindy's blog of stamping, which is cindywatkins.blogspot.ca, and it's a file folder, or yeah, sort of a file folder mini, but it's not made with actual file folders. It's made using the envelope punch board. I love file folder tabs. I love the envelope punch board. So as soon as I saw this one, I don't really have a use for it, but I just really wanted to make it. So I followed her tutorial pretty close to exactly. It's it's about a 4.5 by 6 album, and show you the back here, and I'll show you well, this I guess is the back, and that's the spine. And then I used this Memento cardstock paper pad, and it doesn't seem to have a name on it, so I don't know what it is, but it's brightly colored and it's lovely. And I have this much left, so out of 48 pages, it used every single page. It was really cheap too. I got it for $3.99 maybe, or $4.99 at Winners, and all I've got left at this point is just like this little pile of scraps. Is all that's left of the paper pad. So you can see that I decorated the cover entirely with scraps. Like this was a scrap, this was a scrap, scrap, scrap. I cut these out of some other scraps, and then I just used my little flower punch to cut out some flowers. It's bound with a piece of it's like a ribbon closure, but I used some teal seam binding. I have like a whole big pile of seam binding. I've had it for a couple years and no use for it, so I'm really happy to finally find a way to use it. And then we've got these little tabs at the top. I love the little tabs. So let's take a look. So we'll open her up. And here's the inside. So you can see it's actually a Bind It All mini, so I was happy to get a chance to break out the Bind It All. I did 5 pages, and I used a whole bunch of different colored cardstocks. I thought I was being wild and crazy when I did it, but it turns out like you can barely tell. So the only thing I strayed from the tutorial was that she did 1/4 inch sort of gaps between the paper and the cardstock. I did 1/8 of an inch. So, so I did have to change her measurements a little. So we start with this sort of gatefold. This is what it looks like inside. You can put things under these tabs here if you want to stick paper in, or you can, and then you've got a big photo mat back here. It's using magnets to keep it closed, and then I've got a couple of brads as sort of doorknobs there. And all 5 pages are the same, but I did make each one a different color cardstock, and yeah, I think that's pretty much the only difference between it. So each one has a pocket here, so you can tuck something in here if you want. And then this flap opens up, and you have some space to write and space for a photo, so I think that's a really nice setup. And then at the top you've got another photo mat or journal spotter or whatever you want to do with it. And then on the back of the page you have another pocket, again with the file folder tab, and another photo mat / journaling spot. What I did, since I was changing colors every page, is I would start the new page with the new color. This one's kind of an off-white, and then I do the pocket on this one in the same color and the tag in the same color, so I kept it the same across the 2 pages. So here we are on page 2. Again, same idea. Another card here, and I'll go through and I'll show you all the tags and all the pages. I had a lot of fun putting this one together, actually. This is the blue page. It looks kind of black in the video, but it's a navy blue. I just bought one of those Michaels cardstock packs, 8.5 by 11, and it comes with 5 different colors. So I've got a couple of those. I used the one with the blues and the purples, and a couple of the pinks and the creams in this one. I actually ran out of 1 sheet of paper short, so I just took some scraps and put this photo mat together. It almost worked out perfectly. I just only came up 1 page short. Actually, I won't put that back And then these are the pink pages. I really love the busy prints. This paper pad is so fun. I didn't do any distressing or anything like that. Something about file tabs makes me want to keep it clean and neat and not like old at all. It's just kind of, I guess it's that office supply feel. All these are magnetic pages as well. It's funny when I take all the tags out, you can actually, the pages sort of stick together a little bit because of the magnets, but the tags prevent that from happening. So yeah, I used a lot of magnets in this album. That was another change that I made. I just like everything to lie flat and square. And then we'll use the craft cardstock on this one. The tag. There were 3 sheets of each pattern in the book. And then the olive green. The green was hard to match. So the way it's bound is kind of hard to see, but basically this is an open pocket. I can still even like fit something in there because it's open on this side. Oops. See? And then this is just a piece of cardstock that I slipped underneath it. Again, I ran out of paper, so it's all strips. But I found it wiggled a little bit, so I did use a piece of tape. There's just a double-sided tape. So in a pinch, I could pull it out, but I don't want to because it'll probably tear the paper. That was the only thing about this Memento paper. I found I glued everything, and I found it tore a little bit here and there, which the other like CBW or Die Cuts with a View, they never do. Like other paper brands, I never have, but this Memento one was a little bit flimsier, I found. So there you can see the kind of the gap of the pocket, but I wouldn't put anything in there. Yeah, and I used the 1-inch rings. I think I used a 1-inch ring, and it came out really nice. So yeah, that's the album. Really happy with it. It's quite simple. It's probably just going to go in a drawer. I don't know what to do with it. Thanks so much for watching.